welcome back to Sorare Sunday. We're looking at the week from the 22nd of September to the 28th, and let's see how we did this week. Alright, so going back to last weekend, and we did pretty well, I think. We got 4 hot streaks, we got $3 in cash, and 2,200 essence. That was split by 2,060 limited and 100 rare. And we got 5.5k in XP, which I've yet to use, but I'm realizing is more important than I care to admit. It's really good for getting higher scores and stuff like that. The championship is probably something I'm not going to do after this month. A lot of big boy teams are in it, and you basically, unless you've got like 500 score every week, you're not going to get anywhere near not qualification, like a prize sort of thing. You have to be in the top 100. I'm nowhere. I'm 7,000th. I think I'll probably give up on the championship as of like the end of September. In terms of the Premier League, the United stack didn't do well because Lamans didn't play, and everyone just played badly. That I had on my stack. The only player who didn't, Casemiro, but then he got sent off, so his score got absolutely tanked. So I ended up trading my classic Lamans for an in-season Lamans so that I could build up a better United stack. I believe that once they start hitting their form, they will be a good team, like come midway through to the end of the season. So I think they'll pay out at near the end, hopefully. But my Fulham stack did pretty well with giving me 100 essence, getting an 84 for Iwobi, Bassi getting a 61. I mean, these three are uncharacteristically bad, but you know, can't win them all. And then my West Ham stack I've just got rid of because West Ham are an absolute shambles at the moment, and I just don't think that they're worth hanging on to. Everton did all right, but I'm surprised we didn't get anything for that. I mean, we were in a higher like sort of division, so the second one, so obviously a little bit harder to get stuff. But yeah, not bad scores, but we'll just have to hope for something better this weekend. Ligue 1 did okay. Isa Sumare seems to be a really good player. The rest of Le Havre is just kind of okay. We'll see. But we did really good in La Liga with a new stack. So I realised Matthew Ryan I had in my vault, and he was dropped by the last team he played for. So I think his contract ended. He's the international keeper for Australia as well. So I was like, interesting choice. I'll keep hold of him just in case he does get picked up by anyone. And Levante picked him up. And he's been playing really well for them. And they've been playing pretty well, as you can see, at 4-0 here. So I ended up getting a 780 essence for this and coming 200th in the La Liga. And yeah, so that's the stack that I'm going to be using. Because Espanyol doesn't seem to be working out at the moment. But like hopefully having 2 stacks, when one's not performing, the other might, so that I can hopefully get the streak. I believe this one won me the hot streak for La Liga as well. It's annoying it doesn't show you at this bit. If it did, my Bundesliga was all right. I mean, some of the scores were okay, but we were just a little bit away from a reward. But yeah, St. Pauli aren't doing as well as I thought they would. So we'll just have to wait and see with that one. We did manage to get the streak for Jupiler League. Got 100 essence as well for this, with 360 was what we had to get, so we only just got it. Ito and Kozman and Hammer being like the top performers there. This team, the STVV, yeah, they're ever since I got their cards, not doing that well. it's like I've got some sort of curse. Whenever I pick up a team stack, they start not performing, but I think they'll pick themselves up again. There's been like Ito was dropped for the Club Brugge game. Club Brugge, best team in Belgium at the moment, I think. So you have to think that they're going to struggle in this game. But yeah, overall, I'm hoping this stack will improve. But this one, the team that is newly promoted, Wagram, Zult Wagram, yeah, uh, got me another 100 essence. Opoku getting a goal and getting some okay scores. Ehrenberg had a really good start to the season, but it's been a bit quiet. Not scoring any more goals. Like I think he scored in the first like 3 games that he played. But yeah, they're a really good stack, and a team which is newly promoted, you'd usually expect them to bounce straight back down. But yeah, no, happy that they're doing pretty well, and I'm quite excited about this little stack here. My Eredivisie stack I've traded already. I'm realizing to get a good stack in rare, you have to put a lot of money into it, and this one just isn't gonna challenge. So I ended up trading it away to get an Ajax limited stack because I thought it would be more likely to get me actual like rewards and stuff like that. So I've now the weekend that we're currently in, so the 27th and 28th, I've got an Ajax stack as well in the Eredivisie. So hopefully that will provide more rewards sort of thing. Feyenoord stack though, they were against AZ, which is a good team, so didn't really pay out that well. Pexwall again is a team which I picked up because they thought they were doing all right, and then started not doing all right since I picked up their stack. But again, a team which I think will play fairly well throughout the mid part of the season. But the stack here is like both missing, like both getting 100 is insane, and I captained him, so I'm glad I did. Van Gassel, one of my crafts, getting 60, and we got the streak because of this, and 260 essence as well. And then we got $3 from this team. You got Messi getting 100, 2 goals and assist. He's like a cheat code at times, isn't he? Jordi Alba getting an assist in the 78. Andreas Pereira getting a penalty in the 76, and Wagner and Blake doing pretty well. Blake getting a clean sheet. So that was a pretty good lineup. We got 131st. Honestly, couldn't do much better there. I don't think we're ever going to podium in MLS because we don't really have like a specific team. We just have like kind of random cards thrown together. We did get 62 essence from this one because Son getting a goal and an assist, and Waterman's getting a goal. So yeah, not too bad in MLS this week, and where last weekend we really struggled. In Challenger, we got 260 essence with this lineup. Our Tradspor, Andrea Nana getting an assist, Anacho getting a goal. Nana getting an assist is fantastic, isn't it? Also, how beautiful is that celebration card? I love that card, man. I traded it because someone wanted to buy or like trade my in season, and I was like, I don't know if I want to. And then I saw this card was a lot cheaper than the in seasons, and I was like, I'll just get this one because I love how it looks. And this Rapid, I'll just call it Rapid. This Rapid stack is doing pretty well. They're first in the league at the moment, and although we didn't get a reward this week, they're consistent, so definitely a team. And I think they're in Europe as well, so definitely a team that's gonna be good for the rest of the season. And then Contender, we got 500 XP with this one, wasn't great. I've managed to do a little bit of trades again to get a full Kawasaki Funtail stack now, so that's going to be for the rest of this season anyway, until December, a full stack there. And other than that, Contender was very, very lackluster. And then we did really well in Challenger, getting 100 limit essence in both. There was just literally the players I had left, I chucked them in. So Calvert-Lewin getting a goal, which he's not done that for a while, has he? So there you go. Matty Cash getting a goal. He's been quite good in front of goal this season for Poland and for Villa. And De Frutos getting a goal as well. And then a few good high scores just in general. So pretty decent. Under 23s is going to be hard because I don't have a keeper yet. But I have, again, done a little bit of trade so that I have a keeper that plays regularly in goal, hopefully. With the under 23s, you never know if they're going to be dropped or anything. So we might see a better lineup for under 23s going forward in the future. And then this stack did all right for the All Star, getting 258 essence. And I think this one, yeah, down here got 100 essence with a couple of goals and stuff. But overall, again, just cards which I've chucked in because they're what I've got left. And they had a high percentage chance of playing. So overall, a really good weekend. Midweek, we didn't do as well. There we go. This was for the championship, which was probably one of my better teams. Coaston's getting 2 goals. But they did, again, as they're having trouble actually getting a win. They keep going up against teams which are like, we will not give up, and getting a 2-2 draw, 3-3 draw last against Feyenoord. They're like, we'll fight to the end, but we can't quite, get over that line to get a win. In terms of European leagues, it's really difficult with Feyenoord. Like, they picked a completely different starting 11. Like, some of them with like Timber and Wellerusten, but you can see like they didn't take Ueda, and luckily I checked just before the lockdown of the lineups. So I put in Larin, and I was hoping he would play, and he got brought on. Valente didn't get put on till later, and neither did Watanabe. And they lost 1-0. So it's like, did they experiment too much with Europe? I think that's going to be interesting to see how they line up going forward. But then with the La Liga, we got 500 XP with this team, with the Espanyol, Puado getting a goal, Exposito getting an assist, but overall not fantastic. And then Levante playing against Real Madrid and Barcelona. Any team you've got is going to struggle. And they really did struggle against Real, but they got a goal. Didn't let them get a clean sheet, and had a player who didn't play, so it didn't help with the lineup score. But yeah, that team got relegated down to, relegated down to Division 3. So we're going to have to try and build our way back up. I think the only reward we got was this essence here from Champion. Got 100 essence with Xaviera and Cardona getting high scores, and everyone else like 2 DMPs. I'm amazed I got any essence from that, to be honest. And amazed that I didn't get any essence from this one. Look, Messi getting 100, getting a clean sheet with Koeman for a 65, Alba getting a 64, Elliot getting a 55. I mean, I know these 3 did pretty poor, but we were 34 off getting anything. Whereas this team got 100 for just that. It's a bit crazy. But yeah, overall, everyone else didn't play fantastic. Interesting that Salinger for Hibs actually got a play out. So, and he looks like he's now going to be starting this weekend as well. So it might be a change of their new keeper actually coming in now. Let's see if that improves the scores and results for Hibs, because at the moment they're struggling for wins. So hopefully that will improve. Someone advised me a little while ago in the comments to get Jamie McGrath. Picked him up. He's definitely worth it for Hibs. He's scoring goals. He's getting assists. He's doing well. But yeah, that's how we did this week. Looking forward to next week. Hopefully we're going to do even better at the weekend and maybe even midweek. But we're now going to go have a look at our player to watch. All right, so my player to watch is Joseph Opoku. And I did already mention him, but for Zolta Wagram, look at that. He is getting assists and goals like nobody's business at the start of this season. And he's a player who, like, probably not many people had heard of. A team which didn't even have cards before this season. And he's just really hit the ground running. Similar to Ehrenberg, the other striker which I suggested a little while ago, he could drop off on form, but he's young. He's only 20. He's getting good scores at the moment, and they seem to be lighting up the league. Seem to be doing well. Now he's a little bit more expensive than the average. I mean, it's hard because any player that's playing well at the moment, the league, the market even seems to be really high for them. Their price will increase by the day or even by the hour if they're playing well. So at the moment, it is difficult to pay an ordinary price for like a player. Like the ordinary price is now fluctuating a little bit, but you can't even pick him up on secondary market yet because no one wants to sell him. So you could look in for bids and see if you can get him any cheaper, but £10 is what you can get instant buy if you went for him, which is not bad for a striker in the Jupiler League, and he should be performing and playing most games this season. He's a youngster who has potential to, and also something to think about for the future. The Belgian league has been picked clean of talent for like every season. Like if you look at the big European teams, like one of their players is usually from the Belgian leagues. So Apoku could be one of those ones picked up in the future. Not saying like next season, but in the future. He's only 20, so like give him a couple of seasons to really show his consistency, and some European teams will probably be in for him. So yeah, he might be one worth getting for that as well. But I would never say invest in a player just because they might, do well. But like for me, I think he's just a really solid. Okay, he's a really solid, like sort of winger, striker sort of player. He's in a team where he will play regularly. He's also in a team that is kind of clicking straight out of the gates and getting some goals, getting some assists and things like that. So yeah, I think there will be odd games where he drops in performance, but on a whole, I think he'll play pretty well for the most part. So yeah, he's my player to watch. And let's go on to do some crafting. All right. So after those, the weekend that we had last weekend, we have loads of essence, 8,400. So we're going to do 2, maybe 3 crafts, depending on how good the 2 are. Here we go. Just the standard, so we're not going to use any clues. Although I did win 2 nationality clues that I can use. So if we do get anything special, we've got at least a nationality one. I usually go bottom left. Some like online they say go for 7th, but 7th last week was just dire for me. So I think I'm just gonna go bottom left again and see if that improves what I get. Oh no, I don't know if he's any good. He's no good. Damn it! Did I miss out? Well, it looks like I didn't really miss out. There was only 2-star players. Very bad craft. I mean, the only one who is kind of better is Ty Baribo in MLS, but Jan Danda, does he play? Not really. He got sent off. Okay, so he's not playing at the moment because he's been sent off, but he could potentially play for Dundee United from the looks of it, but I don't think he will from the looks of it. So a bit of a dud for the first one, but we will claim him. We'll take it. I'd rather take the card than 100 essence back. If it was like 500 essence, I might return the card. So not a great pull for the first one. Let's go for the second one. Oh, special star. 1 Karen Steed star. Okay, so we are going to do a nationality clue. Right. Oh, did that help or not? Oh, I'm tempted just to spaff essence on best 5 in league. But how much does that leave me? After 2,000, that leaves me 4,500, then 1,000. 3,500 left after. And I might not get the star. Let's just go league for now. Because that gives a little bit of context on who I might want. So we have J-League Japan is probably worth leaving out. Then we've got Scottish SPFL, probably best leave out. Spanish Eredivisie, that could be Morrow for Ajax. Dutch Premier League, oh man, that could be some good players there. That could be Van Dijk. That could be Verbruggen. There's a few good players who are Dutch in the Premier League. English Premier League has got some good players as well, but it's too much of a risk, really. French Premier League has got a lot of good players, but also a bit of a risk. Oh, I'm not sure. I think this one is the most likely. I mean, French Premier League could be quite good as well, but I'm going to go Dutch Premier League and hope that this is the star. I'm going to be really upset if it's not. I mean, I could put 2K into best 5 and see if it removes it. You know what? Let's just go for it. We usually get standards, so yeah. I think Dutch Premier League is what I'm going for. Oh, it's so annoying that left French Premier League in there. English Premier League, like, oh no, they're all potential. I'm going Dutch and hoping that it's one of the good ones. Okay, Xavi Simons is a pretty good card. I'll take that. That was the star! Yes! Oh, good. So if I would have gone for English, I'd go Eddie Nketiah, who barely plays. So very glad I didn't go for that one. Tim, I do have an Everton stack. So Tim Ibruggen, I think is how you say it. Not sure. Wouldn't have been a terrible one, but I would have been disappointed that we missed out on the star. And this one, the Dutch Eredivisie, would have been disastrous. So I'm very happy to get Xavi Simons, or Simons, I think is how you say it. Now we have very little essence left. So let's have a look at the cards that we've got, and I'll decide whether I want to do one more craft. Okay, so we've got Jan Dander, I believe is how you say it. He's a midfielder, 26-year-old for Dundee FC. Oh, because there's 2 Dundee teams, isn't there? I think there's Dundee United and Dundee FC. Now, I mean, last time he played, he got sent off. He did start, though, 2 games. He didn't start the first game of the season. He started 3 games, actually, in a row. He potentially might be a player that does play. I mean, he is not an expensive card unless you're buying him instant buy. He's a, like, 30, 50p card. But it looks like he has been signed from Hearts this season. So maybe he's... I mean, I'll keep hold of him. He's a champ... Is it... It's not contender anymore, is it, that they play? And it's challenger. So he's a challenger card, which potentially might get some use. But yeah, I think he'll probably just... I might even vault him just to give me a little... I mean, he's only +1, though. So it might not even be worth vaulting him at this point, but we'll see. Like later on the season, we might have like a little look and see if he's doing anything. But yeah, let's have a look at our other craft, the star. All right, and here is our Xavi Simons card. We've got this. This is the second good card that we got from Tottenham, because we got Sarr, didn't we, a few weeks back? And we're doing well for Tottenham, aren't we? So midfielder, 22, Dutch, Xavi Simons, and he's played all right since he started. He's got an assist against West Ham, and he's played last couple of games. Tottenham seem to be doing pretty well as well. He plays for his national league sometimes. He's sometimes an impact sub. Sometimes he starts. It looks like he scored against, is that Indonesia? No, Malta. Or in their 8-0. So that doesn't really count, does it? But yeah, so he looks like he's a player. Oh, they're playing Malta as well. If I stick him on in an all-star or something like that, he might do quite well. Definitely a card I'm keeping. Worth quite a lot of money from looks of it. Like, people are buying £30-60. What's he worth on the market? Because that's really where you find out. He's worth about £36 minimum. Like, it jumps up quite a lot after 36 to 43. So he's an expensive card. He's definitely one which I'm glad I pulled. He's a very good player, and he's young, so he's got a lot ahead of him. He obviously had that whole will he join Tottenham, will he join Chelsea thing over the summer, but I think Tottenham might have been a good choice for him. I think he might fit their system quite well. But yeah, that is a really good craft. I have 3.5 k essence now. If I use one more to craft a third card, I'll have 2.5 left. So I think I probably will go for it. Let's just go for another one. Let's see how we do. Just a standard. So luckily we don't have to be spending any of our clues, any more essence. Top left seems like Simons was there. Let's go top left this time. Bottom left was all right. Let's go top left. Okay, we've got an Eredivisie neck player. He plays that, but he's only a 1 star. Missed out on Alex Scott, but I'm not too fussed about Bournemouth. I'm not really. How is he a 3 star? La Liga. He's just not playing. Like, that's an unusual 3 star right there. We've got a 2 star who we missed out on there, and a 2 star that we missed out on there. Celta Vigo, 2 Celta Vigo cards there. I think we probably did all right there, actually. Looks of it. Look at that start to the season for Bassar Onal. I think he might be a pretty decent one, even though he's only a 1 star for Eredivisie. So we'll take him. He's only 20 as well, Turkish forward. And we'll have a look at see how good he is. Okay, so it's Bassar Onal, I believe is how you say it. Plays for Nek Nijmegen? Nijmegen? I don't know. He's Nek, we'll say. NEC. Plays for NEC. 60% chance of playing today. Came on as a sub last, but started the first 4 games of the season. Two assists in his first game and a goal in his third game. 66 in his second. So, like, started the season really, really well. So, potentially will be playing for most of the season, you would think. He's like a young kind of breakout player from the looks of it. And yeah, I mean, what's his cards worth at the moment? It's worth about £2-3, but it looks like he's a fairly decent card to have if you've got an Eredivisie like kind of random stack that you need a forward for. I mean, he's not going to be consistent, but I'll keep hold of him just in case he's like one of them players which we can utilize in one of the stacks where I just have like a bunch of random players that I chuck in. For the most part, I've now got full team stacks though for Eredivisie, so maybe he's just going to have to go into All-Star or something like that. Actually, under 23s, he can play in there, can't he? I'll probably play him in there more than anything. But we're now going to go have a look at there's been an update announced for the new season of NBA. So we're just going to have a quick overview of that and see what it means and what the changes they've made are. Okay, so there's a new Sorare26 update for NBA. And the early access cards are available from 7th of October for the West League, 9th of October for the East, and then all rookies are available from the 13th. So very soon. They haven't left a lot of like lead up to it. I think they gave way more warning for the football, which is interesting. That they've done that, but I'm not sure I might try and get like one team now that they've got a different competition structure, which I'm about to look at. I might get one team of in season, but I really don't want to put that much money into it because I've already put quite a lot into the football side. But I really enjoy the NBA side. So what they've got is they've got champion, contender, which you need in season cards for. It's a lineup of 5, and no, yeah, it's still a lineup of 5. Sorry, but you can have 5 lineups, and they can have to have 4 in season teams in them, and they have hot streaks, which is why I'm thinking maybe I might get some in-season cards, depending on pricing, because NBA does seem to be a bit more expensive on launch and just in general. Challenger is probably where I will be doing some of my work because I've got classic cards. Don't need any in-season cards for this. You can play free lineups. And then Arena, I'm going to leave completely like I am with football. I don't like the whole betting side of it. But then daily pickup, which I love doing, you get one lineup, doesn't need any in seasons. I'll be playing that, a daily sort of game, to try and get essence and things like that. Now, in terms of rewards, there's a lot of talk around what you get for the arena, but it's very similar to um, the football arena, and which I'm just not going to bother looking around that. They're simplifying one daily pickup by just playing one type of it, which makes sense. It's a cap 120 plus an MVP, which is again pretty much how they had it last season, so that's fine. So no more daily hoops, which is a little bit sad, but at least we get a daily game still, so I'm happy with that. In terms of the rewards, there's new player tiers, prize pools, and hot streaks. So the player tiers are less for star. Oh, they're quite poor actually. So they've reduced. So they've added a tier. They've done what they've done with football. They've basically turned this into the football structure. That's what's happened there. So it used to be just from tier 4 up, whereas football's from tier 5 up, and they've done that for the new kind of structure of what the cards are like, which is fine. I don't think that affects me too majorly. I mean, it does mean it's probably harder to pick up a star, but probably negligible by the end of the day. And then prize pools. So you're looking at like money for the top 10, and then essence and money for the top 100, and then essence for the top 1,500 in champion. In contender, you're looking at just essence for the top 1,500. For challenger, which I believe is the one which you can play without any in seasons, you get top 10, top 200, no, top 100, get a card of some sort, and then top 10,000, no, top 1,000. I don't know where I got 10,000. Top 1,000 get essence. So actually, that's quite hard then to get into top 1,000, because there's probably going to be a lot more people playing challenger. So that's interesting that they've done it that way around. And then pickup, which is the dailies, you get top 750 get some essence, and then top 50% get some XP. So that's for the limited. For rare and stuff, I actually do have a rare Raptors stack, so I could be playing rare challenger, where I could potentially win essence or a card. So potentially you might see a little bit of rare play in the NBA stuff. I do not know anything about all of this stuff, because it's all of the ultra rare, and that is not something that I've been part of. And arena, I'm really not fussed about either. I'm just going to keep away from. Now, hot streaks is what's going to be interesting. For limited champion, $5 at 240, 10 at 250, 50 at 260, 200 at 280, 1,000 at 310. Okay, so a very similar again structure for what's it called, the hot streaks here than it is for football. Like that, apart from looking at this one for contender, you get an essence at the start. You're not getting money, so you're getting 150 essence, 180, 190. I mean, those limits seem easier to hit, so it looks like you will get essence or hot streaks, but you have to get 4 hot streak to get any money, which is interesting. So potentially people might not be happy with that, because hot streaks have been nerfed a little bit for NBA. I mean, you've never had hot streaks before, so overall it's a win to get hot streaks included in NBA, but people might not be happy that it's not all money. Ceiling is being added, very similar again to how ceiling was added last time. It looks like they're trying to just catch everything up from the NBA system to the football system, basically. So they want the new crafting is exactly the same as football. You've got the the 1,000 for a craft, and you get 10 to pick from, and you use clues. So it's very much, we're taking what's worked in football and we're using it in NBA. So use that. There are going to be missions every game week, so that will be good. That's a good way to earn a little bit of essence. Common mode is shifting to engagement and fun. Competitions introduce more enjoyable collection mechanics and the thrill of pack openings and a smooth path to new managers, which the wording makes me think that it's probably the common stuff is going to be, again, really similar to football, where you get packs to open every day. You have to collect like every player for a certain team, and then you get a collection bonus and like a reward from the missions area. So that's going to be interesting to see how that all works. And there's a new XP system apparently, so that's all a lot of numbers and very confusing. So I need to have a proper look at that to try and figure it out. But interesting that they're changing XP within a game that's already got cards with XP on. Hopefully that won't be too much of a harsh change for people who've got cards with high XP on. But that transition will go live on 7th October. So we will see a card with a 6.5% XP bonus will become a 7%. So it looks like it's actually a positive for most people if it's going to increase the percentage of XP on someone's cards. I think that's not a bad thing. So overall, basically, they've changed the NBA structure to be what the football structure is now. I think that's probably for the best. I think they've found something that's working at the moment and hopefully will work for the future. And they want to make sure it's over all of the game modes. And now is a good time to implement it because they're starting a new season of NBA. I imagine MLB will join this update in 2027 when the new baseball season starts, and we'll have a very similar update to something like this. I don't really play the baseball one, so that's not going to affect me. But let me know in the comments what you think about this NBA change. If there's anything which you're not happy with, anything that you're really happy with, if you're going to be playing it, if you're going to try it out for the first time, because some people might be thinking, you know what, I might jump in, because there's a way to play it for commons. You can play it common, and maybe there'll be rewards that you can get some limited cards. I'm not sure. Probably not, though, the way that they're going. Or you could pick up some classic cards quite cheap and then start playing there. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that all goes. I've just noticed I've got 2.5k limited essence. I don't remember having that much essence before. Did I get given some? So, all right, when we start, we're going to be able to do a craft straight away. That's fantastic. Woohoo! I don't know where that came from, but that's awesome. Unless that's the football essence that's picking up. Yeah, that's the football essence that's picking up. I was like, wow, where'd that all come from? We got 6 essence instead for NBA. So yeah, we're going to finish it there. Let me know what you think about NBA. I'm looking forward to getting stuck in and hopefully being able to enjoy some of like this new competitions and things like that. If they're in seasons too expensive, I won't be getting involved in that. But if I can pick up a few, maybe I'll be playing the in season as well. Thank you for watching. Come back next week for some more Sorare Sunday, and I will see you when I see you.